The Raja Jackson scandal has shaken combat sports in ways no one saw coming. What began as a small, forgettable wrestling appearance has spiraled into one of the most viral and controversial stories of the year, complete with outrage, memes, legal speculation, and now, the alleged words of UFC legend Jon Jones. And those words, brutal. Jones reportedly called Raja Jackson a boy, not a man, and went as far as to say, "This boy needs to go to jail." Whether Jon Jones truly said it or not almost doesn't matter anymore. The quote has taken on a life of its own. It's been plastered across headlines, shared endlessly on Twitter, and dissected in podcasts, YouTube breakdowns, and even mainstream outlets like ESPN and TMZ. But to really understand why these words hit so hard, and why Raja Jackson may have just destroyed not only his own career, but also his father's legacy, we need to rewind back to the moment it all began. The incident. It was supposed to be simple entertainment, a modest wrestling event, a crowd expecting light-hearted fun, maybe some flashy moves, and a chance to see the son of a legend step into the spotlight. Raja Jackson, son of Rampage Jackson, had been dabbling in appearances, trying to carve out an identity of his own. But instead of charisma, discipline, or skill, Raja gave the world one of the most shocking clips the combat sports community has ever witnessed. The footage spread in minutes. Raja hoisted his opponent, known as Psycho Stu, high into the air, then slammed him down with reckless force. The crowd gasped. At first, many thought it was scripted. After all, wrestling is full of dramatic slams. But what happened next erased any doubt. Raja didn't stop. He pounced on his opponent, delivering a flurry of punches to an already limp and unconscious body. Referees hesitated, unsure if it was part of the act. The crowd went from cheering to silence, then horror. "This ain't no game." Those chilling words, allegedly caught on Raja's lips during the assault, sealed the truth. This wasn't performance. It was rage. By the time officials dragged him away, the damage was already done. Psycho Stu lay motionless. Reports soon confirmed concussions, possible internal injuries, and hospital treatment. The fallout. The clip hit social media like a bomb. Within hours, hashtags like #BanRaja and #LockHimUp trended worldwide. Reddit threads blew up. YouTube was flooded with reaction videos, some in disgust, others in disbelief. Analysts were merciless. Derek Brunson tweeted, "That wasn't MMA, that was criminal." Ryan Garcia called it the worst thing I've seen in a minute. Fitness streamers mocked Raja for attacking a man who couldn't defend himself, calling him a fraud who had the ego of a fighter, but none of the discipline. And then came the memes. Clips of Raja's slam were replayed in slow motion with mocking captions. He was branded Raja the Weakling, a nickname that stuck almost instantly. In an online world that never forgets, that label may follow him forever. Even Rampage Jackson's attempt to defend his son backfired. He pointed to an earlier clip of Psycho Stu throwing a beer can at Raja, trying to frame the assault as retaliation. Fans weren't buying it. "A beer can isn't an excuse for attempted murder," one Twitter reply said. Rampage's defense came off as desperate, and worse, it made him look like he was enabling his son's behavior. A legacy in jeopardy. And this is where things cut even deeper. Rampage Jackson isn't just any fighter. He's an MMA legend. Known for his charisma, his knockout slams, and his battles with the best in the world, Rampage built a legacy that fans respected, even loved. But now, his son's name is dragging that legacy through the mud. Instead of admiration, the Jackson name is trending for violence, disgrace, and humiliation. The MMA community, usually divided on everything, was united on this. Raja had crossed a line. The legal storm speculation quickly shifted from outrage to legal consequences. Some outlets reported the LAPD had opened an investigation after fans flooded them with the viral footage. Legal experts weighed in. This wasn't a gray area. Raja's attack fit the definition of felony assault, especially since his opponent was unconscious and defenseless. Talk shows debated possible outcomes. Could Raja face prison time? Would he be banned for life from combat sports? Would his father's name protect him or hurt him even more? Meanwhile, Raja himself poured gasoline on the fire. In leaked chats and streams, he reportedly bragged about the incident, calling it, "The day I proved I ain't soft." Instead of showing remorse, he doubled down. And the backlash only grew louder. Just when the scandal seemed like it couldn't get any bigger, rumors spread that Jon Jones had weighed in, the greatest fighter in UFC history. A man who knows controversy all too well. And his alleged words? Devastating. Hitting an unprepared man doesn't make you strong. It makes you weak. And then, the knockout blow. He's not a man. He's a boy. And this boy needs to go to jail. Fans erupted. Whether Jones said it in an interview, a leaked chat, or somewhere else, it didn't matter. It felt authentic. It felt like Jon Jones. And the timing couldn't have been more explosive. Here was one of the most decorated fighters in history, calling out the son of another legend. Not just calling him out, humiliating him. Man versus boy. The symbolism was too powerful to ignore. On one side, Jon Jones, a man who built his legacy by beating the best, Cormier, Shogun Rua, Rampage himself. On the other, Rampage Jackson, whose reputation was now defined by assaulting an unprepared opponent. Fans made side-by-side edits. Jones raising belts, destroying legends next to Raja, slamming and punching a defenseless body. Captions read, "This is what a man looks like. This is what a boy looks like." Even critics of Jon Jones admitted his words carried weight. Yes, Jones has his demons, DUIs, suspensions, arrests, but he also has accomplishments. Raja has none. And in the fight world, that difference is everything. The internet verdict. The scandal turned into a cultural moment. Raja wasn't just trending in fight circles. He was on BBC, TMZ, ESPN. His name was attached to disgrace everywhere. Memes branded him Rampage's boy, not his heir. Influencers roasted him. Gyms reportedly banned him. Sponsors walked away. He wasn't seen as a fighter in the making anymore. He was a liability. And Jon Jones's alleged words became the final stamp. They weren't just quotes. They became labels. Weakling, boy, criminal. Labels that might define Rampage Jackson forever. The clash of legacies. This is the true tragedy. Rampage Jackson's legacy was built on strength, toughness, and respect. Jon Jones's legacy, despite controversies, was built on dominance inside the cage. And Raja, he has no legacy, only a viral clip of disgrace. Jones's words didn't just call him weak, they stripped away his identity as a fighter altogether. They turned him from Rampage's son into the boy who crossed the line. And unless something drastic changes, that's how history will remember him. The final image. So, what's left? For Rampage Jackson, the road ahead looks grim. He may face charges. He may try to rebuild his image. Or he may disappear entirely from combat sports. But the damage is already done. His reputation is ruined, his father's legacy stained, and his name tied forever to one of the darkest scandals in recent memory. And whether Jon Jones truly said it or not, his alleged words echo louder than anything Raja himself has ever done. He's not a man. He's a boy. and this boy needs to go to jail. That's the image that lingers, not the slam, not the fight, but the verdict of the fight world. Raja Jackson didn't just lose a match. He lost respect, honor, and perhaps his future, all before it ever really began.